Hello, hello, my lovely and wonderful punks. I hope you're all doing well today. Having an alright time. It is kind of dark outside here today. And a just sleepy, dozy day. So, why don't I jump scare myself so that the adrenaline wakes me up? We're going to play more Kholat. I've looked up a couple of things that will maybe make the frustrating bits less frustrating so that we can enjoy the story. But we'll see. Go ahead, pop over to live. This. Hello, Neo. You were first, and you might be the only person here, at least at the moment. That's okay. One thing, there is an achievement for beating the game without ever dying, which I don't like those kinds of achievements. But I did find a save file, and apparently, if you perfect path through the game, you can get it in like half an hour, 45 minutes. So and there's a trick where you can like as you're dying, pause if it hasn't entered the animation yet, and then just quit to the menu, and you'll just warp back to your last note or whatever. And you can use that to sneak around the map to avoid encounters. So I'll probably try it, and then if it's too frustrating, I'll use a save file. But for now, we're just going to focus on cheater. Yeah, it'll go in the cheater thread if I end up doing that. For now, we're going to focus on just trying to make sure we get all of the notes in this playthrough. There's a couple other achievements for like interacting with certain things in a certain way that I might just do on like a second playthrough. Especially since on a second playthrough, you can just go anywhere, which makes me think that I wasn't being blocked off at that location. The location I was having a problem with yesterday, which was I remember my controls around here-ish, the church. I think the problem. I think that. One sec. Excuse me. I think the problem we were having is that in cutscenes, or not cutscenes, in action scenes, you can suddenly run way further than you could before. But I think we are still going to go for things in order. So we're going to try to go to 4395, which is over here. So I'm going to try to find this path directly to the east, which would be this direction. Yeah. Apparently you can go into your settings and also make it so that the focus doesn't try to pick a random spot to be the focal point. You just have it so that everything is focused, which I might also do. Snow is very loud today. The trees up there. Alright, so I think this is our path. Right? Yeah, it's either this one or this one. There's another one over there. Can't really tell. We'll go to this one, and if it's the more northern one, which it might be, then we can just kick down. It'll be fine. Alright. Well, we're no longer having screaming winds. I think that's another problem. More a problem of probably a small development crew and this game being from like 5 years ago. The game could really use some better fading out of its audio and visuals. Because currently things sometimes just like hard cut, like the blowing winds. There's a cave that we went into that had some like fog, just hard cuts when you get to certain parts of inside the cave. Alright. We're taking our path to mostly the south and slightly to the east. Is appropriate. We want to look for a road on our left. That's what we're looking for. And the game has been at it. Could be it. It's hard to get an idea of scale in this game because it does feel like you do in fact move quite quick. Okay, if I was going this way, then I would suddenly be going north. Northeast. Maybe that's right. We'll try it. I believe also if we find all of the like big notes, like end the game, you can still reload back in to get the like smaller notes. All right, hold on. Don't womp womp wommy. Hold on. Do I have audio on? Did I forget? Yeah, I've got audio on. Okay. Hi, Martel. How are you? Okay. I could go. Okay. If we got to here, maybe. So I would want to go east and south a little bit. Not that hard. So, do I go through the woods? I guess I go through the woods. This does not feel like a path. Skunk on screen is a womp womp. No, rude. Hello, Thomas. Welcome in. You shout out myself for me. I think my biggest problem with this game is that the paths on the map barely have anything to indicate that they might be paths in real life. Like, I don't mind them being snowed over and partially incorrect and blah 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 blah, but there should be some indicators. Oh god. Okay, well, I think this is right. Okay. Children running through the woods towards the miasma. Okay, so I had read that the Shadow Man that kills you makes your compass freak out. So once again, we've been killed by something, and I don't know why. Thank you for shouting out, Moselle Emmy. Was I too slow? Was I too fast? Am I not supposed to be here yet? What was the problem that caused me to die? This game seems bad. It's really a shame because like most of the game is good. The narration is good. The walking through this like dark, snowy mountainscape is good. The lore is interesting. I actually don't mind that we don't have a marker on the mini map for where we are, and we just have to try to figure out the map. The thing that is just really annoying is the fucking monster. You know what else is good? Getting to see the stream because you're a fun streamer. Aw, thank you, Sammy. Hi, Sammy. 100% of the 100% of the problem. Um, okay. 95% of the problem, because I just said there is a problem that these paths are marked on the map, but like there's not a real clear equivalent. So that's a small problem. I wish that if there were if they it, I wish the map was better. If you're going to not give us a marker on the map, which I think is a good design for horror, the map itself should be good. But the game is not communicating what I'm doing wrong when I die. Like, in Alien Isolation, you died because you tried to leave too soon or you made too much noise. And Five Nights at Freddy's, you weren't paying attention to the right thing. Now, as much as I hate Five Nights at Freddy's, at least you know why you died every time you get jump scare killed. I do. I Half of my deaths in this game have been because the Shadow Man appears before me and smacks me in the face, and I don't know why. Am I being too slow? Am I being too fast? Is there something else? Gonna make dinner? No worries, Thomas. Have a good dinner. Um, and part of it, I think, is that the run, which causes you to become exhausted after like 3 steps normally, suddenly loses that limit when you're in an action scene and you're supposed to run. But the game doesn't tell you to run. The game doesn't tell you that suddenly the run mechanic has changed. But they want to change the run mechanic because they want, an action scene. But they don't want you to be able to run all over the map because it's supposed to be this. It's supposed to be slow and atmospheric and creepy. Like, honestly, they could have done so much more with you just not getting killed by the monster 9 times out of 10. Get rid of getting killed by the monster, and just have, like, the monster stalk you for, like, 90% of the game. That would have been much scarier. Okay, this is where I'm supposed to come out later. I think I may have gone on a different path while I was rambling. Not exactly sure where I am now. Feels like maybe... Oh, a note. Well, at least I can figure out where I am. Feels like maybe a product of the times. They were like, we've got this really cool idea for an atmospheric horror game. But everyone played a game where the guy jump out and you go, you're dead now. So we need that. Oh. This is also a little weird. To look at your book, you have to zoom in and then pan over to where the actual text is. Anomalies do not exist. When almost 20 years ago I wrote about the strange anomaly occurring in my city, as a reminder, I reported spatial distortions in between buildings. They thought I was nuts. Since then, mankind has been witness to thousands of strange, mysterious, and unexplained events and phenomena around the world. A lot was documented and supported with hard evidence. Unfortunately, to this day, prominent scientists do not seem to notice or simply underestimate the issue. We've asked Dr. Jarvis Northam of the American University of Technology and Life Sciences. Anomalies appearing practically around the globe is an undeniable fact. We know that at least several dozen of such events have taken place in Russia and the United States, but we have also received many reports of strange, extraordinary, and sometimes dangerous phenomena. Authorities must stop avoiding the issue because every year we register an increase in these so-called anomalies occurring. I do not know what causes them, but frequently the repercussions are tragic. Add to that the helpless attempts to cover up these events by the government of particular countries that are just becoming more and more pathetic. In 1998, the Kremlin officially denied that the Special Natural Phenomena Research Unit established in the 50s was to deal with the anomalies in any way. I'm still not sure what year we're in now. because we're investigating an event that happened in the 50s. But we're in presumably past 1998. Is it, modern day, which would have been 2019, I believe? Anyways, that should be on our map now. Here, okay. Oh, we're way down here. So I went through these woods, which was a mistake. Alright, where was the note? It was on... Oh god, I've already lost it. It was on a stump, right? That stump, okay. So, the note's on the stump. So we want to go north. Which is this way. So maybe that's what happened last time. Maybe I accidentally walked into a kill zone. Maybe the map just has kill zones around. I don't know. That would seem odd to me, considering one of the kill zones has, like, the spot where the narrator starts talking to me. Okay, yeah, here's where I was meant to turn off before. This has to be here, right? Okay, so I think last time I walked through the woods a little bit. Maybe I got stuck in here and this is a kill zone. So, I don't know. Let's go this way. I think I did come this way because I saw this this marker and I was like, there should be more of these in the game. If the paths were actually marked with trail markers, that would help a lot with the navigating. Like, you don't need them, like, constantly, but... Okay. This time, I'm just going to run. Well, I don't have infinite run. I can tap it. Oh my god. Okay. I've ran through the mist and I've come to a wall. Wonderful.
I'm gonna spook the skunk now.
No, don't turn me off. Okay, this is the lake? Perhaps? So, if I go... Okay, yeah, I'm going south of the lake, so I should be able to find a path. Let's go, man. I don't think so. I think that's just a shadow. Yeah, the mist seems to have gone. Okay. There we go. We got a tree that's doing shadow warpy things. Maybe that's where I'm supposed to go. I swear if I get jump scare killed. So I guess that was the right thing. I just needed to run, and if I didn't get through the area fast enough, I got jump scare killed. Still don't know why. Okay, cool, scary tree. Kind of looks like a guy meditating.
The human being's mind is a curious toy, consumed by pain and madness. It resists, but defends itself from what can set it free. The path to understanding leads through contradiction. We deny one simple fact, the fact that humans are the real monsters.
We sure are.
And as such, we should treat each other. Although I had been deluding myself otherwise for so many years, I have finally figured out my true nature. Remember that in the darkness, you are never alone. There is always someone who awaits your fall.
You got it. Do I have a cutscene now? No. Okay. Some of these have had cutscenes where I've suddenly needed to, like, run away. Okay, we got the tree. What's next? 4584. That would be in the woods. Alright. We need to go south and west from the tree. There should be a path. Oh, we got a spooky man. Okay, yeah, the compass is doing the thing now. So it does work. Unless they are cheating. Alright, we got the scary woods. Gesundheit Emmy. 4584. 4584. So on like the north northwest of the woods is what we want. I'm gonna have to walk through the middle though. See a fire. The guys are walking around. Like, maybe it's guys spawning behind me and then I get pulled into the cutscene and they kill me. But if that's the case, fuck that. Tent. Okay. Tent is up, but 4584. 4584. Okay. So we want to go south and west. I'm going to stay on the outside of the woods because I think the spooky men are mostly inside the woods. Like, I said it before, just remove the monsters. Just, like, maybe make them stalk you around. Have them stalk you. Have them be on, like, the cliffs and stuff. maybe have a couple of sequences where they come up and kill you, but just like drastically reduce their presence. I hear singing. Alright. It's a spooky man. Wish I knew what I was looking for. Is it this tree that's on fire? Maybe this is... See a shiny. Yeah, here we go.
Finally, we made it to the pass. Thank God, we made it. On our way, I felt someone was
New
following
donation
us.
from
I heard
Inglonious.
strange whispers around. I sometimes even caught a glimpse.
Nice! Inglonious! Thank you for the donation. I really appreciate it. Hold on. Let me tab out for just a second. How you doing, Inglonious? Welcome in. The cat is named Ghoulbert, by the way. Aww. Someone was in a kind of mood when they came up with that. Hope things get better for you. Aw, thank you. I really appreciate it. No, you're fine. You're fine. I really appreciate the donation. Don't worry about interrupting the duration. It should restart if we cancel it and go back to it. Also, Scorpia's here. Hi, Scorpia. The atmosphere alone is intense. Yeah, exactly. The atmosphere is so good. So you don't need Scary Monster Man. Since I'm already tabbed out, I'll go ahead and shout out Scorpia myself. Everyone make sure you check out Scorpia. She's a friend of Inraleigh's. She's a fun streamer. Been enjoying when I've been able to catch her. Oh, you've been playing Hellblade. How has that been? I hear that's also a very good kind of spooky game. All right, let's listen to the narration. Thank you for the shout out. Absolutely.
Finally, we made it to the pass. Thank God, we made it. On our way, I felt someone was following us. I heard strange whispers around.
So great.
I sometimes
Awesome.
even caught a glimpse of a moving shadow in the trees. There were moments I could feel someone's breath upon my shoulder, but when I stopped still, hearing the snow crunching under one's boots, and turned around, there was nobody there. I had the impression this is a place of some horrid altar of madness. Nothing is as it should be. Or it's some kind of a nightmare. And then we found the bodies. Something told me not to look, but it looked like something was sticking out. Or maybe there was just some voice in my head which kept repeating, "Go down there, go." I can hear it clearly even now. So I went down and found the remaining 4. The way they looked, what on earth could have happened to them? I'm not able to describe it in detail. Smashed skulls, twisted limbs, broken ribs, torn, cut, or burnt skin. Never ever have I seen anything like this. A gruesome image of madness or some sick experiment. As if someone or something played with them and abandoned the destroyed toys in the forest. I felt madness was slowly but firmly overcoming my soul.
Like, this is really good voice acting.
The human.
For a very long
The human being's mind is a curious toy, consumed by pain and madness.
This might be a different
It
VA on this
resists,
one.
but defends itself from what
A different person speaking.
Finally.
Alright, so we have a few more of those. We have not found any diary pages. We found one report and 1, 2, 3 articles. Alright. Cutscene? No. Cool. I'm gonna get out of the woods. The voices can make me a bit overstimulated, but it's beautiful and so sad. Yeah. Things vibrating a little bit, but I think we're safe. 1483 is the next one. 14. 83. That's up in these tunnels. So if we're doing it in order, we actually want to go backwards now. Okay. That's fine. Go backwards. We can tap the camp on the way so that we get teleported to the camp instead of to the middle of the woods. Maybe if I... There it is. Tap. Okay. So, 1483 is in these tunnels. So, it doesn't really matter which way we go. I guess it would be best to go left first and then turn right. Alright. Well, now that we're not surrounded by spookmans anymore, we can get back to enjoying the spooky atmosphere. I hope I'm still on a path. Maybe I've wandered off. I feel like the lake was over there somewhere, right? Maybe I need to just go this way. I'm going the right way, right? I'm going northwest? Okay. I'm going northwest. That is the important thing. Okay. This is water. So I think we've found part of the lake. Okay, this feels like a path. It's good, right? Alright, I think this is the stick we've passed before. Here's the path splitting off in a different direction, so we're probably here? Heading west, but maybe we'll kick north soon. That's a big rock. Okay. 15 north, 80 east. Okay. 15 north, 80 east. Is that where I am? That would mean I'm over the cave. And I would be a lot further along than I thought I was. I still don't know if these are where I am. 'Cause usually it feels like they are. Or if they're like, this is where you could find a note. One second. I rubbed my eye. There we go. We're up in the mountains. Okay, that would be heading east. This would be heading west. But where am I? It's not like I should be like way up here. I have to assume that the game stops us from going that far. I assume that this big line is the like, you can't go past. So maybe we're here? In which case we would want to go west. Oh, we got some totems. That's always a good sign. We got even more west. I have no idea. Every time I've followed totems, things have gone well for me.
Eons.
Uh-huh.
That's how long I spent, suspended in nothingness.
Uh-huh. I'm
And
about
then
to die,
this one
aren't I?
time, a pale, dim glow filled it. I felt as if some consciousness started soaking through an orange cloud into my brain, dripping with heavy drops, not letting me pass away nice and peaceful. I fought with myself. I had no strength to open my eyes. And finally, after processing the situation on and on, I realized I have no eyes.
Cool. Alright, we have found a cave. Cave good. Cave is something. Alright, well that direction is falling. This direction is bullshit. Bullshit. That was very rude. I'm glad I didn't die. Mushrooms. Okay. I like this. This is very neat. Okay, there's another cave over there, which we will check out in a second. But I'm going to go to the fire first, because I really hope it's a camp or something. Is there a cave that then... Yeah. Right here is where I think we are. Which means I need to go backwards to find the vent. We can come in here for now. Those sticks sure are burning bright. And we've got another cliff. Okay. Is there anything in here? A little treat for Mivlia? A note of some sort? No. No treat for Mivlia. No little note. No scrap of lore. Hey, Dax! Welcome in. How have you been? I'm doing alright myself. when this game when this game is good, it's nice. When this game is bad, it sucks. But game's mostly being good. Oh, I thought maybe this was like a secret entrance. Okay. If any of my mods are around to shout out Dax, that'd be cool. What kind of game is this? It's a horror game. So most of the game is thank you, Amy. Most of the game is you have a map, but you don't have a marker for where you are. You actually have to like look at the map and look at what's around you and try to use that to try and figure out where you are. And you start to mark where various like things are, which is cool. And this is all pretty cool. I like filling out this map. I like trying to figure out where I am, all that kind of stuff. The other half of the game is that there's radiation monster mans and ooh, they're scary. And if you get too close to one, he'll run up and give you a little smack, and then you're dead and you get teleported back to where you were. Okay, so clearly there's something over there. But I don't think I can drop down there safely. I think I need to go out and down and find a different cave. Or try to, anyway. Did I mark that camp? I must have just missed that campsite. Oh, that's good. I can go mark that. Got any good spooks so far? I've been startled a lot by the scary man giving me a smack. I much prefer the slow, more atmospheric horror. Okay, so we're here. But actually, maybe we were in this cave. So maybe I need to go more to the north. There's some sort of like orange cloud, and I like that a lot more. It just kind of shows up, and then we like see visions of the past. That's not a cave, is it? I don't think so. There's this implication that like the last guy to come out here has gone mad. Well, maybe I do need to walk across the stick. There is no jump. So we have to just kind of like hope that the environment allows us to walk up something. So yeah, it's good, but it's flawed, I think, because it's trying to be like other horror games of the time. If it didn't have the spooky man smack you dead, and just leaned into this like atmospheric fear of getting lost in a snowstorm, it would be better for it. Okay. I'm campsite. Campsite. From the campsite, I need to go. Let's just from the campsite. Go west. Then turn north. West. Oh, okay, I was going south. That's the opposite. Alright, we saw this little totem. I kept going. Okay, so that's the exit. So I can't, because our legs fucking don't work, we can't get in that way. That's where I need to go. So this is where I'm going to come out. Which means that I actually need to enter this from the opposite side. Which means I need to go to this southern cave and go this way. Or I need to warp here and come down. One or the other. Okay. Came south. I guess we could just look for the camp again. There's the camp. We've gone west from the camp. You can go south a little bit and then very west. West is this way. Okay. I think it's this other hole. Okay, so I simply cannot get in from this direction, so I need to go to the camp and I need to fast travel. Hi, Jag. Welcome in. How are you? Alright, yeah, I guess fast travel over here. And then from here, I want to go south, mostly. Yeah. Okay, so we had gone this way before. And I got into a cave and I just got like hard blocked by a spooky man. I could not walk past him. So maybe that is a forced run segment. I think it's this other hole, Niblia 2025. Wow. I have great knowledge of hole. Okay, so yeah, we're on the lake, and then around here somewhere is the cave. There it is. Walk up this side. Okay, yeah. And then this cave has very glitchy graphics for the tunnels. That's okay. Squeak. So, okay. Last time I dropped down here, I think, and that was progressing. There's definitely something up there. Unfortunately, climbing is scary. We found this altar that they rendered the sticky white liquid dripping down the stone. That's how you know we're in the right hole. Got this. The snow's just not moving. I assume that if I step down onto that ice, it'll shatter and kill me because I don't see a way to get back. Have a nice look, Jag. We've got some random symbols. We've got a fire. And the game goes, woo, scary. Alright, and last time I went down, and that's where I got killed. And apparently that'll come out here. That's not even the way we want to go. We want to go up. Okay, and then it splits again. Although I think this is just looking outside, right? Yeah, this just looks outside. No, I feel like I went this way too. Now we're headed east. Okay. Have that little down there space, but that doesn't matter. From here. Opening.
You think you are significant? That you will uncover the truth for everyone to see?
Yeah.
So you can point the finger at the monster?
Yeah.
First, Take a look at the mirror.
Okay, so this matches up with the stuff he was saying before about humanity as a monster. And actually, this is the way I've gone before. So maybe we are here. I wish there was a save point closer. Just give me a note or something so that I can, like, be here. Yeah, 2072 East. The last time, I thought that meant we were here. I think, in fact, we are here. I don't know, though. Okay. So, if I remember... Yeah. Last time... Okay. Bookman. Let's go the other way, then. Ah, a page. Okay, so we can lock in our progress here. I think I just got a really bad spawn last time. Alright, 1 sec. I need to change how I'm sitting. Do a big stretch. Okay. Oopsie. No, other way. There we go. The Soviet Research Unit for Natural Phenomenon regarding the occurrence of anomaly OH/91. First incidents take place in 1950 and 1953 in the area of Igarka by the construction of the Transpolar Main Line. The works were halted and incidents classified. Any witnesses were ordered to be eliminated. On October 17, 1950, according to witness evidence, at the same altitude as Camp 503 to the west of Igarka City, an emanation of unknown force and source occurred that caused instant death of 42 workers. The bodies literally evaporated and only shadows were left, as the witnesses testified. The incident was sudden and short. The next incident took place 3 years later, on March 14, 1953. Then, also in the above-mentioned camp, a solidification effect occurred. The bodies of 12 workers just froze. After autopsy, they were declared dead. The bodies are still lying intact in Section 12 of the Seversk Research Complex. Interesting. Alright. Can I have this knife? I'd like this knife. Alright. Aha. So this is what was supposed to happen. He's supposed to approach me, and I'm supposed to use this back way to get around him. And then there's another one. I guess maybe they're supposed to be fairly easy to juke. But your movement is so bad in this game. Alright, we're gonna go uppies. There's definitely something going on over there, but I feel like uppies is the safe. Let's do this first. This nice little landing. I feel like this would be the good place for a no. Okay. Just wrapped around. That's good. That's good. Gentlemen. I feel like if they spawned in sooner and you could see their footy steps. Because, like, you can't see their bodies very well, but you can see their footy steps. Also, if they had, like, I don't know, any sort of normal or interesting walking path instead of it seems like they pick a random direction every 3 steps. Ow. That's another guy. Alright.
The sun is just starting to set. I see it like I am there myself, as if I'm standing there in the middle of the forest. I'm not sure what is going on with reality. I'm writing with my own blood on a tree. My own name, Anton. No, not mine. His. The sun is just starting to set. Orange mist. Orange mist all around. I see their bodies coming out of the woods. I hear a scream. A horrific scream of terror. Is that my voice? I think it is. Where's Anton? Where did he come from? How did he get in? The sun is just starting to set. He is in me. He's in my head. He's coming in through my eyes. The eyes are windows to the soul. He has no soul. Where is Anton? I am dropping in a bottomless abyss, falling into the past. Dead and rotting hands are catching me on my way down. I can feel them whisper into my ear. Now you are ours. You will never leave us. I'm calling him. I'm calling Anton. Where is Anton? I don't know. I see nothing. My eyes are overflowing with blood. I have to escape. I have to run away. I have to start running. The sun is just starting to set.
Interesting. Close the book. There we go. Oh, we got a handrail even. Really, civilization. Alright, are we musical stinging because I'm supposed to be running, or are we musical stinging just because it's funny? I'll never know. Yeah, I think the location codes we're finding are actually like the locations of like... It dropped down there. I don't think that benefits me. That just loops us back. There's the camp again. Okay. So. Got this one now. 6247. That's down here. We need to warp back to the base camp, I think. Alright, we need to take... I know that this bridge is broken, so we need to take this path. So, from the camp... That's where we're at. From the camp... I think this is taking us to the church that I've struggled with. Directly south. And then west is my right. Okay. Directly south and then west, which is my right. I am definitely missing a lot of notes. We'll have to get those when I like reload or whatever. I'm hoping now that I have a better system for getting around, maybe we'll be able to finish the stream tonight. Because last time there was a lot more wandering. Right, and then to the west. So it's got to be this path, which, if I remember correctly, took us to the church. So I think we need to figure out that sequence that I struggled with before, and I think I'm just supposed to run more. One thing that gets at me is the game says that you run slower, get fatigued more quickly in deep snow, and there has not been any deep snow. And I'm starting to think that maybe what the game actually meant was heavy snow, or possibly, like blizzard. Like, the more you can see it snowing, the faster you drain. Which would make sense, but is not what the game says. The fact that some of these sequences can just have the Shadow Man pop out and hit you, no warning, is part of why I'm worried about trying to do a deathless run, because like there's if you guys have been watching, there's definitely been a few instances of like it's not that a Shadow Man has appeared and I ran into him. It's definitely been that like the game just threw one up in my face. Like that scene in the forest and the scene that I was struggling with last stream, which is the one that we're coming up on here. Feels like it's gotten darker. I don't feel like it was this dark over here last time. Here's the church. I might want to re-tag the page. I don't know if that will work like a campsite and re-tag my progress. But oh, my compass is steady. This has been a long walk, so I definitely want to find something before I attempt the sequence again. I think that was part of my... Well, I mean, I did have the page, but, like... They put these... They really need... If they're going to have these, like, high chance of death sequences, they need to put a checkpoint. And if they want the tie checkpoints to, like, pages and stuff, that's fine, but they should, like, make the checkpoints something fairly obvious. Is that the way? It's been so long since I've been over here, I don't actually remember which way was to the note. It's this way, right? This is the note that I found, which is actually further away. Can I ever cross a bridge? I don't actually know where I am at this point. Never gone this way. Do that at some point. Again, there's this problem of the fucking paths aren't really there. quite lost. I don't know where I am at the moment. This is the big ravine. Like, should there not be a big ravine somewhere on this map? Alright, what about this way? I know if I see a bridge, that's where the event starts. Because I've seen that bridge before. So we got that going for us. Camp would do wonders. That's it. Okay. That's the bridge. That starts the sequence. Okay, so question. That has to be like this bridge, right? C247. Yeah, we have gotten way off of where we're supposed to be. The other ones are at 5130. The tip of this path, and 6672. Yeah, here, bug. 672. Way over here. I've got to camp for that at least. I've checked the note, or I could try to get through here. Alright, we're going to try to get through here, and if I die, I'm going to assume that I've gone down the wrong path, because I haven't gone this way, obviously. I must have gotten off of this path somehow, and onto this path. Like, here? I have no idea how I got from here to here. Okay, we're going to try it.
You have to go faster. I don't have a lot of time left. You have to hurry. Find the way. Find me, or I'll unleash hell upon you.
Alright, so running through here seems to have worked. There's the orange mist. I'm facing... There are 4 kids with weed whackers outside my house, which is wild because I fucking heard them doing some kind of wild construction earlier today. Or lawn work or whatever. I cannot tell where I am going. I would kill for a camp or something to know that I've made progress. I can hear the fucking bell. There it is. Alright. Ah, jeez. Okay. Let's get inside. Right?
I am an empty wreck, made in his image, but not alike. A servant, obedient to one master. My body is a shell, and I am ready to absorb him. Now I see the plan. I see the magnitude of devastation. The Creator summons me, and I want to be his food. I am humming his tune. I am looking at the world through his eyes. I drink the blood of his enemies and taste the rotting bodies. I feel the sin sprouting under my skin. I hear screams in my head. I hear them calling me. I hear the calling of the ones that through him have already found their eternal shelter. Free them, my lord! Free them, and take me instead! Fulfill your revenge! At the hour of my death, an army of angels comes out from the orange light. Their song is made of one powerful voice. I feel their presence, their twisted faces, their black eyes drilling into my consciousness. They demand to finish the work. Oh, his presence is overcoming me. So poor and defenseless. What have they done to you? What harm? There is a place. You were there, and so was I. A huge gate, and the Creator hidden behind it. Only those few who touched him could understand, but you could. You understood, and I understood through you.
It's hard to enjoy that sequence when fucking 20-year-old outside with a fucking leaf blower just kind of gently wiggling it as he walks. I really wish we didn't have a fight. Leaf blowers are the worst. They serve no purpose. They're terrible. I hate them. Get a rake. It would be faster and way better for the environment. Anyway. Where am I? Here? Okay. Yeah, I definitely got way off. Which means I skipped 6247. But we can head out and then head west and maybe we'll be able to find it. I'm going to assume that now I'm not being hunted. I'm going to guess 6247 might be the radio tower. Or whatever's at the radio tower. We head out, and then we're going to have to head south before we can head west. West is my right. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, this is east. Wait, yeah, I want to head east, not west. My bad. I'm dumb. Do. I was like, surely I want to go to the next giant glowing thing, right? It's interesting because I don't think maybe there is a way to get over here. 5825. That theoretically be where I'm at. No. These are definitely being like, this is where a collectible is. Alright, so this is going to just be blocked off, right? Cannot go this way. This is fine. I don't mind if the game is like, here's a bridge, and then, oops, actually the bridge has collapsed, or the bridge has shit on it. That's fine. I just want the rest of the map to be accurate. Also, for hearing wolves howl all the time, like, I guess I don't really want more animals to have to worry about, but also, like, I have not seen an animal. Some wolves on a mountain at some point would be a neat little spook tension builder. Hey, we got a totem. That's a good sign. Oh, letter on a tree. We're going full Slenderman now. I have the knife. I'd love the knife. Oh, this is very short. Caution! A psychopath on the loose. A dangerous criminal has escaped the Moscow Mental Institute. We've been informed the man is completely insane and delusional. Interesting. That seems like the kind of thing you would throw at the beginning of the game to be like a red herring for what the threat is. Okay, hold on. That does mean we've got a note. We are here. I've gone very far to the south. So if I start heading north, there should be something on the east. That's progress. North, east. Three. Oh. Another thing.
We are sitting in room number 23, although sitting might not be the right word because we are running around trying to finish up packing anything else we could need. Food cans, tools, essentially whatever we get our hands on. We want to be sure that we took everything we could possibly need. We're running out of time. Damn it, where did I put my belt? I'm sure we forgot about something. We're almost ready. We lost the knife. We're counting the money. We're leaving the room in a complete mess. So, we made it to the train station. We're singing all the songs we know and making up new ones as well. Everyone is so excited. Finally, at around 3 a.m., we go to bed. I wonder, what is awaiting us when we get there? What will we see? How far will we make it? I hear the rest of the group breathing peacefully, and it's snowing outside.
This is
We are sitting in
the diary. Interesting. So we have someone's diary that is also narrated, and we just found the first page of it. Very cool. Alright, where am I? I'm here. Okay, I'm lost in the woods. So we're going to try to head to the east and hope that we find the path again. Like, this is east, right? Correct. Alright, and that does mean that some of the pages are just going to be like out in the middle of nowhere, so we're going to have to ready ourselves for that. Okay, is this the path? Are we on the path? Headed mostly east from the page. So assuming we're somewhere around here, we just need to keep an eye out for a path on the east. From where we can turn. Is that the out bridge? This is the out bridge. Okay, alright. Interesting. So now just look on our left or anywhere we can turn. Then we sure are layering those wolfy mules. Alright, last time I went up there, it just kind of looped back around. We got a totem. So we're just gonna keep looking on our left. There's a totem. Did I not go that direction before? Wait, hold on. Yeah. This general direction. Alright. A cave? No, that's just a dark bit of rock. Alright. Keep looking for a way to go left. Is this a ravine? I cannot tell. I can't see. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Okay. Come up this way. Alright, this is a narrow passage. Narrow passage is promising. So I like that the game has a crouch command that I've used once. I assume that there will be another time where I will need to crouch, but like, odd to have that as part of the game when it's been used so little. Alright, we've got a broken bridge. No bridge on the map unless I'm all the way over here, which I really doubt, so just going to assume that's one that's not on the map. And a dead guy. Ah, yes, the head bone's connected to the neck bone's connected to the pelvis connected to the two shoes connected to the femur. Human anatomy. Opening up a little bit. We are going west. Southwest. That is southwest, which means that this is like northeast. Mostly north. I don't think there's actually anything up this way. Alright, we've got a bridge. Is the bridge intact? Looks like it. Alright. I expected I was heading towards the... Hold on. I'm back over here. How? There should... Well, I guess we can see what was underneath the orange smoke. Ooh, a whole bunch of nothing. What did I get all the way over here to the west when I was intentionally trying to go east? Is that broken bridge like the only connective tissue and I'm actually like completely separated? Yeah. That's that bridge, and then I came out here, and this is this open woods area. I mean, if I shoot straight across, I should hit the path, right? Let's try shooting straight across. We're headed... No, this is north. Northeast. This direction. There's the church. So I'm here-ish? I don't know. East. North and east. Is this going this way? Don't know. This is going to take us to the bridge, right? Think I saw that? Yes. There's the bridge. Which we know is very close to the church. That's the church. Church come down and over, and maybe that's here. Let's go south and then look for a way to go east. I just want to go east. This is east. East, North Bridge out. We going south. East is on my left. We are looking for a path. I say we can get it done this stream, and then suddenly all I can do is fucking wander desperately trying to find a way to go east. Going in circles. Slowly driven mad. I wonder if I can warp to the camps without being at a camp. East. Is this good? I'm just very confused that there's a totem there, and then there's not actually anything here. Like, it helps me know that I think we might be on a path. West? No, not west. What? How is south this direction now? Southwest? No, I want to go east. I'm not being punked, am I? East. Totem. But totem not lead to anything. North. East. South. screamering. Do not understand. Okay, so the totem just leads me down that path, and that kicks me around and makes me be facing west. Here's the path. I was told there would be a path. I'm going west. That's north. That's southeast. That's leaving. That's this. Like maybe that's it. Maybe the fucking you go this way. Maybe the bridge is out and that's the end of it, and I need to come from the other direction. Yeah, I think I've walked the area around the church. I can see a shadow guy over there. Yeah, I've stood there before. And that's the church. Okay. So I have to assume that this is right here is the bridge. That's the only thing that makes sense. Which means I need to be coming from a different angle. I'm going to finish doing my walk in a circle. Ooh, we got the graveyard. Maybe there'll be a note in the graveyard. We'll look around the graveyard a little bit, and then we'll leave. Yeah, you would think there would be a note in the graveyard, but nope. Not anything cool here. At least to the best of my vision. There we go. I want to know who is coming to this church at any point ever in time. Alright, let's go this way again. Make absolute sure that I... Ah, here's a cave. Ah, here's a camp. Okay. Where am I? I'm here. Alright. I'm gonna go pee. I'll be right back. Gonna go take a bath? Yeah, no worries. Take care, Thomas. Have a good bath. I'm back. Yep. Come on. There we go. My cords was tangled. Alright. So we do know that since we're at a camp, we can definitely fast travel, but I do just want to real quick. Directly south from the camp is this way. Theoretically, this is a path. Theoretically, this path should eventually kick west. Or east. One of them directions. Alright, and then that's the outbridge. Okay. They're just disconnected. The paths are a lie. That's okay. I do wish that this camp's fire had been a little brighter. There's too much around it. Alright. So, I guess we're gonna warp out, and we're going to try to actually find this path this time. This is where we want to go. This should be pretty straightforward. It's south. There's a bridge. I have no idea how I got way over here. I have to have, like, stumbled at some point and gotten, like, put onto that path. South. I'm heading south. My right is west. That's southwest. And not where we want to go, I think. I still feel like that this should have led me here. I still have no idea how I got over here. I'm going to look and see if there's another path. Maybe I'll just end up here again. We got this path. Let's try taking this one. I feel like that's this, but we'll try it. Oop. A little bit of lag there. That's okay. We are heading south and west. Promising. There's the radio tower. That's our current goal, I'm pretty sure. There's a stick. Okay. But I think last time we took the other stick. This time we'll take this stick. Here we have a bridge. That's got to be either this bridge or this bridge. Either way, that's taking us in the right direction. I think last time I went left from there. Geez, that bridge went very down. This feels like where people should have, like, where they expect you to go the first time. Look like how obvious this fire is. Okay, this is all of them. I just got the achievement for finding all of the camps. And yeah, it's just a little bit more south and west. It's got to be that radio tower. I think I just went to the worst possible location first because it seemed like a good place to go. Alright. We got some broken shit over there. We got the tower itself. I'm going to head towards the tower. What are these? Like, parts of an... My compass isn't going. Thank you, random scary music. Yeah, I guess another tower broke and fell, maybe? Okay. Where do you want me to go, video game? Where is forwards? Is it here? No. No. This way? We're going around. There we go. Alright. We got some kind of destroyed base. That might be the research base they've mentioned a couple of times. We got another location, but I'm not gonna bother writing down coordinates. If I'm gonna look up all the things, I'll use a guide. Alright, so this way? I appreciate that they're in the game for people who do want to do it that way, and, you know, for the original people figuring it out, but... are we gonna go up and over and drop? Yep. And we've got a very obvious page. I think maybe this is one of the first places I was supposed to come. Dr. Grigor Antovic's testimony on anomaly OH91. We've never seen such a thing. The activity was off the scale. Energy readings. It was just beyond any reason. I remember Dr. Pietnik. He said he had heard singing. He saw angels appearing from the light. It was clear that it was dangerous to stay too close to the anomaly for too long. But we had to conduct more tests. Therefore, we decided to use the prisoners. That is why we created Section 22. Okay, so this might be Section 22. And that page might be a save, because we're going inside a bunker, which seems like a perfect place to scare the shit out of me. Steel reinforced concrete. Okay. So I'm supposed to run. Thanks, video game. Hey, achievement. Runner, you've lost the chase. I have noticed something else from the achievements. Real quick pause. There's an achievement for getting killed by the scary man that has not popped for me, and I do not know why. Can I open the door? Is he back out there? Nope. Okay.
My dear Vera, I'm spending my time in the Institute on long walks in the park. Only here I can find solace, only in the shadows of the trees. My thoughts are peaceful when I see how the sun brushes the green leaves and the wind covers my face in a gentle, warm blow. The doctors say the worst is behind me. The breakdown was temporary. It's difficult for me to say what triggered this state. I know you'll never forgive me for what I've done. The tragedy that I have contributed to shall never find any justification nor explanation. I can only cover it up with madness. But I am aware that this is a pathetic excuse, and I'm not able to hide behind it. I take full responsibility for what happened, and I am prepared to be punished. The doctors, however, say I will probably not leave the Institute. You must know I would rather rot in prison 100 times for what I have done to you. I have to confess, I tricked you. I knew you would never, ever want to hear what I have to say to you. That is why I sent my friend with this letter to your sister, and after a lot of persuasion, she agreed to read it to you. I thank her from the bottom of my heart for this. I'm ending this letter. I want to bore you no more. I love you and believe that someday, hopefully, I will be able to tell you all this in person. Luckily, my friend Anton is by my side at all times. He was the one that went to your sister. I hope this letter finds you both well and in good health. I wish you all the best. Forever yours, Vitaly.
So I would say maybe the letter being here is a sign that he was mad and didn't actually send it with Anton, and Anton's just, a manifestation of the fog. But also, we don't have any explanation why any of the papers are here. Maybe we're Vitaly, and this is us, like, revisiting what we've done in our madness. I've seen that done before, the game's madness. Uh-huh. Okay. That might be us. Okay, I'm going to assume that's the door down the way to the left. Because that's the only other thing here. Alright, so that's the radio tower. The note just outside. Oh. Oh no, never mind. 672 is the last spot. That's over here. We can warp there. I do find it interesting. This game has a flashlight, and I have not had to use it. I'm glad, but huh, no. Huh. How am I going to get out? Because I had to like walk over a thing and land.
Time does not heal wounds, as I've recently learned.
I think we're Vitaly.
This truth was pounded into me by pain, cruelty, and lies. I learned from this. I remembered. It nearly touched the essence of my understanding, becoming the revelation of truth, when they dragged me down the corridor with my shattered bones. When they operated on me to observe the misplacement of my organs, when they put the worst nightmares into my head, when they closed me up, put me together again and revived me over and over to test the limits of my endurance. And when finally, after so many years, they told me my wife was dead. Time does not heal wounds.
And so you went nuclear man and exploded them? Ah, okay, here we go. This probably fell over if it hadn't already. It is our way out. Okay. So I'm obviously missing many pages of information, but I think we only need one more main one to finish the game. It gets you pointed at the crater again. I want to find the nearby camp. I can't fast travel to camps unless I touch them. Or, yeah, I'm at one. Which path was it down? This one, I hope. Yeah, okay, cool. So we'll warp here. Explain why the town was completely abandoned. So we're here. We need to head north and then east. That leads up to this. So north and then east and then south. So let's just, yeah, let's see if there's a place I can turn here. And instead of going into town, okay, we've been here before. The forest. I think a letter attached to this. Excerpts from the logbook entries written by Dr. Ivan Vansky. Do you know what we wanted to do? We played gods, telekinesis, telepathy, group hypnosis, causing mental and physical disorders, creating disintegrated space. Subjects did not even handle a sample of the radiation. The ones that somehow survived behaved as if possessed, communicating with us in different voices, languages that we could not even recognize. Then all of them died, one after another. Some turned into rock and some into ashes. I remember one who levitated, all his limbs twisted, and he froze like that above the ground. A long time has passed, but it still haunts me. I remember it. I see it happening in front of me every night. Did anyone survive? They later told me that nobody did, but I think one of the subjects could have survived. Do you have any idea what we have done, my dear Anton? Okay, interesting. This is a different guy who is also referring to Anton. So Anton could be the orange smoke, or Anton could have been someone that they both attached to. I'm here. I'm going to 6672. So I just keep following this path. It should eventually spit me out somewhere where I just need to turn west. Excuse me. Assuming we don't have another, lie, that the paths are, in fact, actually connected the way the map says. Yep. This very dark forest from before. We've got that. There's a fire in the distance that I saw. We've been this way. Last time I fell into a, what do you call them? Spike-filled pit trap. Okay, there are spookies about. We are pointed west. What happens if we go this way instead? I'm going to assume that. Whoa. It's going to keep following me. Alright, I'm going to have to go the other direction. Last time I fell into a spike pit, so I guess we'll keep our eyes on the floor. There's definitely something up there. Like to not get stuck on the shrubberies. Okay. Alright. We've got a lodge. Dead animal of some sort in a lean-to. That might be a thing for making leather. Yeah, okay. So we've got some tanning stations here. We've got this hunting lodge. I'm certain... Okay, so the spike pit I fell into is because they were, hunting deer or whatever. How do I get there? There's a bridge. The compass is still wiggling a little bit. I think I'm in this area at this point. I just need to find a successful path. Is that a letter? Yes. Oh, this one's long. Okay. Here we go. Alive corpses on Siberia. Was there a top secret facility where scientists worked on reviving the dead? Several elements would suggest that this is the case. We are in Inia, a town in Siberia. Here, there was supposed to be an institute where decades ago the most brilliant minds were to accomplish the impossible, revive corpses. Nowadays, in place of the complex, there are only ruins. It is difficult to determine what exactly was there. Till this day, we can stumble upon things resembling medical equipment, but it is clear that there was no hospital here. As the elder locals recall, one day the military came, marked out an area, set up a construction site, and it took them several years to finish it. One building after another. People were happy because there was work. But as soon as it finished, the military surrounded the area with barbed wire fences and forbade to even walk in the vicinity. I remember trucks pulling up and soldiers unloading some equipment. Behind there was a large lot where huge delivery vehicles pulled up. People said those were refrigerated trucks. It had been going on like that for more than a dozen years and nothing happened. 2 or 3 years before they closed it down, some weird things had occurred. We saw them transporting people to the facility, and the whole village heard screaming in the middle of the night, as if they were murdering people. One day it just stopped. Trucks left, the military stayed for a while. Engineers came, they tore the whole thing to the ground, and that was that. Could have been in that facility. When asked about the possible explanation, Dr. Legiev, an eminent historian, says it's not unusual for the previous government to build a facility hidden deep in the corners of Siberia. It does not have anything to do with the paranormal fairy tale, but merely with classified military activity. Although historical sources remain silent about Inia village and any military facilities or scientists in the area, it totally contradicts the inhabitants' stories. We became aware of existing documents that could shed light on the case. An extract from a correspondence where the names of the sender and receiver are censored mentions about a facility in the middle of Siberia where the military sends well-preserved bodies of convicts in refrigerator trucks for further research. Furthermore, the author writes, I do hope you will manage to do something with them because the mountain is becoming impatient and one alive is not enough. Interesting. One, two, three, four. 4 articles left. They've filled in order, but that might just be that they fill in the order I find them. Though the pages are a specific shape. Maybe the order I find that, like,
We are sitting in room.
the pages aren't actually connected to a spot. I don't know. Where am I on the map? Here. Okay. So yeah, I want to head further to the east. I feel like the Hunter's Lodge, if it isn't the location of the thing, it is a piece of knowledge. Like there's got to be a letter in there. Okay, I think I've gone in a circle. Sounds like an animal. Okay. Okay, that one might have been on me. There might have been one walking around. I do think that the thing I read about the compass wiggling is inconsistent. That's okay. We're at the page, right? Yeah. Oh. Well, a guy immediately spawned next to me. That's rude. Okay, keep walking in that direction, please. I swear to God, if you walk straight towards me and I die because of bad pathfinding. You're stuck on the tree. Yep. Alright. Alright. Have I escaped? I mean, there's ones around for sure. I wanted to go more to the east, right? 66, 72. A little north and a fair bit east of where the letter was. That's steps. I can see you. Alright. I guess the main question is, what am I looking for? Is it a way up into the Hunter's Lodge? Or is there something else out here? I don't like that it's randomly darker than everywhere else for, like, no real reason. And I'm clearly emitting light. Alright, I'm headed fairly south at this point. Which feels like we're going this way. It looked like I needed to get up onto the hillside, and that there was like a bridge across to get to the Hunter's Lodge. Okay, another page. The music's getting loud. An entry from the testimony of Boris W., a 5-year-old boy possibly exposed to the unknown forces that caused the death of 12 people at the Vladimir 30 complex. Boris W. I've seen you in my dream. You asked me about the same thing you are asking about right now. The same man was standing behind you. Dr. Grigor Atonovics. Boris, there's no one standing behind me. No one's there here. Boris. You're wrong, Dr. Grigor Antonovix. The man is asking me to tell you that in the orange light, the world is more beautiful, and asks you to take a look at Chamber 7. Come on, game. You want me to read your lore, right? Don't keep moving the bad guys around when I'm reading the lore. Alright, I will run up the hill a little bit and then read. Which button was it? There we go. There we go. And asks you to take a look at chamber number 7 in section 22. Dr. Grigor, how do you know all this, Boris? Did your father work in the department? Boris, no, Grigor, you son of a bitch. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen you taking people to God's eye. I've seen their skin burning and their eyes. Let me fucking read the lore. Okay.
We are sitting in...
No, whoops. I'm in the diary section. Alright, okay. No, Grigor, you son of a bitch. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen you taking people to God's eye. I've seen their skin burning and their arms being twisted. I've seen the nightmares that it planted into their brains. Do you honestly think no one knew about this? Do you think nobody survived? He has shown us the end of the entry. Alright. The radiation cloud is sapient and capable of communicating... capable of like connecting the minds of the people or what have you. Alright, is this the way forward? Yeah. Oh, this better not break. Okay. Why'd you build your house where it's leaning off so badly, my dude? This is... poor choice. You had so many better options. Ah. There's a radio. That's going to turn on, and it's going to scare the shit out of me. There's a guy in the box. Well. Goodbye.
Whoever you are, if you are reading these words, I beg of you, help us. We are in a place they call Post Office Box 5. I don't know where this is. I don't even know what year it is. They are not allowing anyone from the outside to have contact with us. They lock us up in cells, 4 in each. I saw dozens of cells like that. They talk about something they called Anomaly 7. Every day we undergo tests, research, tortures. I have seen how they kill people. I have seen terrible things. Write about it. Let the world know. They conduct the worst experiments possible. They have something that we call the fear chamber. There is no way to say what will happen to the person that ends up there. Some come back, but are no longer themselves. They are absent. Others are dragged out dead. Only few stay sane. I have seen a bright orange light which spoke to me in demonic voices and showed me things worse than any nightmare you can possibly dream. Sometimes people come out of there with broken bones, mutilated, crushed, irradiated, dismembered. I can't take it in anymore. Take away these images. There is a scientist amongst us.
Among Us?
He said that during their sick experiments, they discovered something out of this world. They are trying to test it. The truth is that it is testing them. He told us that there are more places like this around the world, and there will come a day the gates of hell will open. You have to stop this. Destroy it. Destroy us. Kill us all. The center is governed by something that is called the Soviet Research Unit for Natural Phenomena. I have seen this on an ID card of the man that was interrogating me. He said we were prisoners, convicts, murderers, rapists, thieves. But that is not true. I have done nothing wrong. I hate them all. They call us subjects. No names, but subjects. I am Subject 73. I don't even remember my real name. I beg of you, please help us. Burn it all to the ground. If only this letter reached beyond the walls of the center. If only the guard who promised to take it has kept her promise. You have to do something. I swear by all that one holds sacred, you have to. My only cellmate, Anton, whispers in my ear that everything is going to be fine. That the orange light is singing in the voices of hundreds of angel choirs. Anton promised me that if I listen carefully to the singing, he will free me. Sometimes, however, I think that all of this does not exist. There is no prison. There are no bars. There are no doctors. There is no Anton. There's only this frightening, piercing orange light.
Yarny! Hi, Yarny. Welcome in. How are you doing? Burn it all? We're going to.
I can see you.
Flappy, 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 flappy. Okay. Real quick. Everyone, if you haven't already, make sure you follow Yarny. She's an extremely talented streamer, the best Souls-like player I know. Flappy house is a happy house? I mean, it rhymes, so it has to be true. This was the last note we needed to pick up. I think we had another note talking about the guard who smuggled out this letter. And I think this does confirm our suspicion that Anton is a manifestation of the orange light radiation cloud. Maybe because it sort of sounds like Adam. Yeah. I guess now we need to figure out where to go next, because that was the last like stamp on the map. Exactly. If it rhymes, it's true. Do I go outside? Radio's on now. I knew the radio would turn on. I was expecting the radio to be the jump scare, but... Okay, I got killed. Alright, I'm guessing I need to jump out and run away. Running away. Alright. I don't know how far I need to run away. I hear like big steppies. Killed by Orange Man. Yeah, a lot of this game has been being killed by the Orange Man with no real explanation as to how or why. definitely sounds like a big steppies. Alright, I'm gonna follow this string. That seems like a good plan. And then maybe when I stop hearing boom, 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 I can check my map and figure out where we're supposed to go next. Presumably, you could go to these locations in any order, so... Oh, hey, a page.
We are sitting in room...
Nope. You know what? I'm gonna close it because last time I was like, I'll just read the thingy. I got killed by the orange man while I was in the menu. What is that sound? No idea. Alright. I don't want to be killed by the orange man. I don't know where I'm supposed to go now. Video game. Hey, look, a number. Alright, I think this is the edge of the map. So, you know, not this way. Crunchy steps. Boom. Oh, there's a dude. Ba. I mean, the only thing I can think to do at this point is try to find a fire and fast travel back to the starting area. Ah, that's the pit I fell into. That happens just because I was fucking blind, I guess. I don't know where I'm going. I do know I'm going away from you. Please do not kill me, orange man. Do you like if you like stop and collect yourself and try to think, the game's like, no, you're supposed to be running because you're scared. Orange man, kill them. Every time. No. I appreciate the diary entry, ma'am, but I need to leave. I don't want to get fucking killed. Because the game will kill me while I'm reading. Alright. Scan check. Nope. Nope. Can't check the fucking map. I heard like 5 crunchies. Hearing many more crunchies. I don't know what's going on. Okay, does this mean that if I like want to collect all of the like diary entries and shit, that like I have to do it while the game is going crunch, 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 crunch? What am I? Oh, the sky is doing a swirly. That's not a good sign. You never want the sky to be doing a swirly. Here's narrow passage. Maybe we'll see something and I'll know where we are. The fact that it's swirling over top of... Oh, okay. This is what it is. The rocks are dancing. This seems like a normal thing. Oh no, the pages, they've been pulled out of my book. And then hit me in the face. Hi, Quicks. I
And
I believe so.
we have reached the end.
We have?
Have you understood your role in my plan?
No.
There are no random
Hi, Gremlin.
victims. And nobody is completely innocent.
Uh-huh.
You may not agree. But when the gates to Section 22 open and the world will see true madness, you will understand that everything I had done was necessary.
That's a lot of Shadow Mans. I assume my goal now is just get to this fire without being... Oh, maybe that's just trees? Maybe that's just trees. Ooh. The stars are very bright now. They did not exist before.
I am right behind. Where are you?
Oh.
I can see you coming to me. Whoa. Say nothing. Do you hear me? What's your name?
Why are we opening the gates to true madness? I think because we're crazy.
Today, where are you? I can see you. I am. What's your name? Is that you? Do you hear me? Where are you? Right behind. Today, we meet. I can see you.
You have reached the tent. So now we are the monster that attacked the people 50 years ago? Good reason as any, which is to say not very but Papa. Okay, well that was cool, I suppose. Well, we'll listen to the music. I'll take a little drink. We were definitely missing quite a few notes, which would have given us some additional context, but yeah. Oh, it was Sean Bean. You were right, Quicks. It was Boromir. Impressive that they were able to get him for this. I still don't know. It's very odd because the key art for the game is like a bear skull. We never find a bear. We do find a deer skull, but that looks very different from a bear skull. And then in the background here, we have like a man who's maybe like his skin is gone and it's his muscles, or he's very old, something like that. Never see anything like that. We just see the shadowy orange guy. So, yeah, I really think that if this game had just done without having the monsters and had just made them creepy instead, it would have been an amazing game. But the monsters are just very annoying and not scary, just startling. Really, the real bear skull was the friends we made along the way. Fantastic. You guys are great. Alright. What happens if we hit continue? Where do we pop back in? I would assume we're somewhere around here. The rocks aren't thudding anymore, are they? Or are they? Maybe they are. Okay, yeah, the rocks are thudding. We're near where we picked up one of the pages. I think we still managed to keep the diary pages. I go over here. And it does mean that if I want to get the rest of the pages, that I have to listen to the fucking...
We are sitting in 7 a.m. We're finally here.
fucking rocks.
We met a group of Mansi people. They have weird tools. I think they're for hunting. We've also encountered local hospitality when we were not allowed to enter the railway station because we were singing too loud. But we received a very warm welcome from the local school. We had a bit of time, so we met with the students and told them about our expedition. When we reached another station, some drunk accused us of stealing his wallet. Police got involved, but luckily, after some explanations, the whole thing got sorted out. We spent the whole night in the train speaking about love, religion, politics. When we felt tired, we went to bed, but since the compartments were not closed, we decided to keep watch and switched every couple of hours. There are moments when I doubt whether we are ready for such an expedition. Disturbing thoughts are haunting me. Maybe we misjudged our capabilities. Others say we'll make it, but I'm afraid. I have a bad feeling about this, as if a shadow of fear was breathing down my neck. I cannot explain this. It's time to take a nap. We slept in something you could call a hotel. 2 persons per bed. We woke up at 9 a.m. It was actually quite comfortable, although it was a little cold because we forgot to close the window vent. We ate breakfast, packed our things, and at 11 a.m. we were ready to go. We set off in the back of a truck, so it was a bit cold. During the ride, we talked about absolutely everything we could think of. On the spot, we spoke with some local workers. I remembered one in particular. He had a red beard. Friends called him Beardman. We cooked and ate dinner, and now we are resting. Half of the group is looking at some maps, the rest are sleeping. I started handling the equipment and writing. It is still a bit too cold. My hands are shaking, but finally my thoughts are much brighter than yesterday. No creepiness in them whatsoever. There's a long way ahead of us, but the only thing I can feel is excitement. It seems as if the forest is calling us. That beautiful, magical, dark forest.
New game plus, walk even harder. So, yeah, there are a bunch of more diary entries and notes. Hey, the Valkyrie 9, thank you for the follow. As a follower, you're an official punk, which means you're an official badass. Sorry, I didn't see your follow 10 minutes ago. I was distracted by the conclusion of the game, I think. Wrapping everything up and such. But thank you so much. Hope you are enjoying. And hope you will continue to enjoy in the future because I'm going to go ahead and call Kholat for now. I will ruminate on whether I want to get 100%. I probably will. Still need to write my 100% review of Fate. I was kind of hoping this would carry us through Halloween, but I guess the game was shorter than I expected. Apparently you can, if you're going for that no death run, you can run the game in like 40 minutes. So I'll see if I have any other horror entries for the next couple of days. But if I don't, then I have Wild Bastards, the sequel to Void Bastards, that I want to check out. Moselle got me for my birthday. Yeah, as always, you guys want to, you can join my Discord. It's a fun, chill community. We support all of our friends there, streamer or otherwise. And you can follow me on Blue Sky. I always post when I'm going live, and I also post like why capitalism is evil and such. Yeah, and then if you guys would stick around just a minute longer, we're gonna raid somebody. I don't know who yet. Somebody. Thank y'all for coming by. It's especially good to see you again, Yarny. Always nice when you come in. Remy's doing a collab with some friends. Dokapon? Never heard of it, but I don't often get to raid Remy, so let's raid him. Remy. Slime. Dragon. There we go. Dokapon Sword of Fury. No idea what it is. Ah, they're all being little slime bubbles. Fantastic. Alright. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll post in my Discord which game I'm going to end up going with. And I'll let you know. I'll either write a review of Kholat or I'll finish getting the achievements and then write a review. You guys have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.